Hi, welcome to Effortless Empress Elegance. We're an all Aries tarot channel. Today we are going to bring you a timeless read, and it's going to be a roadblock. You ever feel like something is just blocking your way? Maybe you don't have the answers, or you keep trying, but maybe the timing isn't right. We are going to figure out what that is today and maybe how we can overcome our roadblocks. It is the energy of a Leo full moon today. Hasn't quite peaked yet. I think we have a couple of hours left. We're going to start with our Moonology deck. All right. For my beautiful Aries, what do we have for advice for our Aries in this Moonology deck? Give me something for my Aries. Just saw that Leo full moon. All right. Time to take actions. New moon in Aries. That's really fitting. Let's see. You're very close to achieving your goal. Gibbous moon, which is technically, I guess, what we're in now until it peaks to the full moon. So this is speaking right to us. Whatever is blocking your path, if you feel like you couldn't do much about it, now's the time to do that. It's telling us right now. It says you're very close to achieving your goal. And this is actually what we're in right now. So this is speaking to us right now. Whenever you see this reading, this is for you. And this is speaking to you very clearly. And it's speaking to your journey that we're seeing as you see this. This is very exciting for us. All right. Give me something that can lead my Aries. Okay. So we got loneliness. I know that I am never alone. So I always try to make this very clear. There's a difference between being alone and feeling lonely. Being alone is never really a terrible thing, right? Sometimes your elevation requires isolation, okay? And that's not forever. That's just for a season. That's just for a time period. So reach out, because even though this card says loneliness, there's so many people on this card, right? So I know oftentimes you also can go through something that even though you can be in a room full of people, you still feel alone. And there is a lot of energy in this card. You see them holding up those candles? Everyone has a set of candles that they're holding in this card. Now's the time to break out of that shell, out of that loneliness. Whatever has been holding you back, it won't be holding you back for much longer. See that success at the bottom? That's something that you don't see coming. Okay, my Aries? Maybe a few more words of advice before we get into the read. Value some of your alone time. I know a lot of people that may have Pisces in their chart prefer isolation in that part of their world. I know I'm a Venus Pisces. And there are times in love that I just need a reset. So look at it that way, right? Like a reset for you. All right. Give me some advice for my Aries in their blockage. Okay. Honey, I was just talking about Pisces. Water cycle. Like the earth, I am made of water flowing through my veins, just like the rain that falls down only to be carried back up. My body, too, is a cycle. Every sip revitalizes me and brings me to a sense of gratefulness. I can go all day about this card in the cycle of water, how it renews and refreshes. It's never lost in any space, right? It transforms from, what you see in the lakes and rivers and oceans, and then it evaporates to the clouds, and then back down as water, and then back to the lakes and oceans and waters, and then back up. This is a cycle that you've gone through, okay? And this isn't a bad thing. There's something different about this cycle for you, though, that you're breaking, okay? not all, I've said this before, not all storms come to destroy things. Some of them come to clear a path. And I really feel, in the energy that I've seen in readings in the past few weeks, we're coming to an end of this storm. And it's kind of like a, well, now what kind of energy, you know? Well, now what? What do we do now that we're at the end of this cycle? Well, reflect. There's a lot of healing, especially in water, you know. There's a lot of healing that we have done. And sometimes to be our most authentic self, it does take some isolation and maybe some loneliness, but you're never really alone, okay? So what is blocking my Aries? This is what we're going to get into today. As we get into our reading, we are going to leave it open to interpretation. Generally, what is blocking my Aries? Okay. 8 of Pentacles. So this is work on yourself. This is, yeah, see. And at the bottom we have the Emperor, which is classic Aries. This reading is very classic Aries for me. It's a very clear. So she's working on herself. You see the different bowls and herbs, and she has a green candle, and it looks like there's some feathers. And she's going through, see the cycle that you see in these cards. There's nobody but her. And this is all about herself. She's trying to reflect on herself. She's taking the time on herself. This is not a fast-moving card, okay? So you're not done yet working on you. That doesn't mean that you can't start moving forward. Just be very aware of what you have left. Because it looks like here you have choices. And, yeah, for the Hanged Man. It's just you're taking a pause. And embrace that, okay? Don't rush this, okay? When you break out of your shell again, yeah. So whatever you're going through seemed tough. It seemed hard. And not just in the physical. This was more of a mental regrouping for you. Okay, my Aries. Take your time on this. But step out into the sun, okay? Don't live there. Don't unpack there, okay? How is this holding you back? How is this holding my Aries back? Working on themselves as they work through their cycles. How is it holding my Aries back? Okay. Another one. All right. Okay. 5 of Pentacles. This is a card that feels kind of left out in the cold. Okay. This didn't happen to you. This happened for you. Okay. This key right there fits into this door. So this, see how there's a shadow here that she's sitting in? And I just said, you know, come out into the sunlight. Start to do that. There's an answer that you have that's a solution, and you may not love the answer because it's not the easiest route to take. But it is your solution. And to be honest, it brings you more happiness than not. Okay. And the second card that came out was the Magician. You see this figure 8, this infinity symbol? Okay. What you put into it, you're going to get out of it. Also, this tells you that you have everything you need to move forward. You have everything you need to heal this cycle. Don't stop working on yourself. Take a break if you get tired. But this is how it is holding you back, is you feel left out in the cold. You're not looking for answers outside yourself, are you? Don't do that. You'll be chasing that forever. That's not even the answer. The key is not with someone else. The key is with you. Okay. Aries, that's very important for you to understand, because you can stay in that cycle forever trying to find it through someone else, and that is not where you are. Your answers you have. Slow down. Take a deep breath and dig deep on what that is. Okay, let's I just said. The Hermit, okay? This is silent enlightenment, okay? It's what I just said. And this is what you need to move past it, okay? This is meditation. This is calm, the Hermit. This is enlightenment in what you find within. You see where that light is coming from? It's beaming right around her, coming from her, okay? This path that you see that's going up this mountain, I don't know if you can see, it's also lit, okay? The path that you're taking is one that you'll find more internally than externally, okay? There's a light that you carry through the dark that you're walking through, okay, Aries? And it's a very joyful one, but it's going to be a very silent, joyful thing. And it's not something that you're going to have to talk about a lot. 11 exactly on the clock, okay? This isn't going to be something that you shout at the top of the mountain. You know, this and this loneliness. Loneliness is not always a sad thing. Sometimes it looks like this. Take advantage of this time that you have. You know, some people don't get that time, okay? High Priestess. Use your intuition, okay? You see how her eyes are closed, but you can see her eyes through her lids? She's going within to find those answers, to see her path and guide her, okay? That's one thing that will always help you. And it's going to be like a forever fountain within yourself. If you can learn to tap into that part of you, it will forever feed you through your life, okay? And externally, you won't find it. You will pull those riches out of you, and it will illuminate your path externally, okay? I'm really excited for you. This feels good. It feels like you're really pulling out of a place that you really once were in your head about. One more to help us move past this. And now's the time to start poking your head out of those clouds, okay, Aries? Stay hydrated, move forward. All right. This is what we're releasing, okay? This is something that was familiar to us. Yeah, the Moon card. The Moon card is intuition, but it's also secrets. And you know, this wolf, this light, and this dark, it's coming together, okay? It's falling together for you. You see, and we had the water cycle, okay? And it's a full moon tonight. This is very interesting. After the full moon in Leo, February 1st, you're going to start to feel an enlightenment where it's like you're finally coming up for breath out of the water. Okay, this is not going to be something that you're going to see anymore, feel anymore. You see how it's almost like see-through, this person. What you thought was bounding you before, it's not there. It's not real. You know when you get up like, oh, this is my stop. Okay. This is not something that you're going to see in your future anymore. You're breaking free of that, okay, on the inside. Whatever it was, a person, a place, or a thing that you were pulling through, and maybe Capricorn is significant to you, but you're breaking free of what that looks like, okay? No, thank you. I'm done now. I'm done with this. And you know, that person might still be around, that job, that thing, whatever this was that was around you, that you felt controlled by, okay, that you felt manipulated by, okay. It might have been dressed up real sweet, but it had a terrible disposition for you in the end. It made you feel terrible, right? You're taking off that blindfold, Aries. All right. And you're realizing I'm walking away from this. This is done. This no longer has any power over me. Okay. All right, we are going to do an African Goddess Rising card. And we are going to illuminate the power that you're going to use through this. I love these cards. They are one of my favorite decks that I own. Give me something for Aries. Illuminate some power within. Give me one for Aries. Give me one for my Aries thing. Okay. 2 came out. Good juju. And giving and receiving. All right. Marie Laveau and Matt. Okay, so we have 10 and 7. I don't know if those are significant to you, but the first one that we're going to read on is larger than life, successful spirit entrepreneur, famous voodoo queen, thriving business and hairstylist. Great luck is yours now. You have been granted the greatest inheritance. Embrace your divine abundance. You have good juju. Okay, this is something you're going to find internally for you. This is a time of increase for you. You are heiress to a rich inheritance of divine prosperity. Accept your ancestral inheritance. Good juju is abundance. Luck is being supported by the universe. Abundance is the God or goddess way. Just as you want abundance for those who come after you, you create and you embrace the wealth for you as well. All I do is win. I think that's a really good card for you. It's a good reminder if you forgot who you are, okay? It seems like it has been in with you all along, this entire time. All right, and going into the giving and receiving. This represents balance, and her name means order. Her father, Egyptian son Ra, rose out of chaos and put her in charge of divine justice. Reset your harmonic balance. You are out of alignment. The sacred scales command you to give and receive. If you receive without giving, you are selfish and out of alignment. If you give without receiving, you are stuck in martyrdom and out of alignment. Giving and receiving is spiritual law. Give time, money, service, resources, and good vibes. If you're a generous giver, cultivate a practice of receiving. Receiving is sacred, feminine principle that makes many uncomfortable. Receive compliments, joy, support, pleasure, friendship, money, love. They are all the same spirit. I give easily and freely. I receive freely and easily. Okay, so this talked about feminine energy of receiving. Many women are in their masculine energy because they are the doers. They are the ones that create the action in life that moves themselves forward. It's not always a bad thing, as we all have a balance of feminine and masculine energy. But as a woman, sometimes we are so much in our masculine energy, because we have to be, that when we do meet someone, find a space, a job, a relationship that is created for us to stand in our feminine energy, we find that very foreign. And it's hard to embrace. But I challenge you to embrace it. And I challenge you, as you're receiving that, show gratitude to the giver in a healthy way. That is who we are as feminine energy. It doesn't mean that we don't give. We just give in different ways. I can go into a whole thing about that, but this will be very long reading. Stand in that energy. And for my male Aries that I have here, you have a balance of feminine energy as well. Okay, and I was just talking to someone about this the other day. Men carry feminine energy, and that seems like such a like fighting words to tell a man, like, you know, about his feminine energy. But the truth is, even fatherhood takes like gentle care, nurturing. But that is one of the most masculine things you can do, my men, my Aries. even cross watchers. As a man, you take a gentle note in how you parent, right? It's just one example of how men stand so strongly in their masculine energy while practicing their feminine energy. It's needed. It's called balance. So I encourage my male Aries to practice some of that feminine energy in listening, right? Receiving your own compliments, okay? It makes men feel good. You know, receive those things, receive the gratitude without feeling like you have to follow up. If a woman does something for you, don't feel like you have to send something back. Just receive it. Same with gratitude and move forward. So overall, my Aries, the roadblock that you have, that you're coming out of is what it looks like to me. Now's the time to take the action. Okay, now is the time to move forward, even in baby steps. Okay, poke your head out the shell, step into the light. You're doing the work on yourself. Don't forget that part. Okay, but as you're reaching out of your solitude, be able to receive. Okay, you're coming to the end of this cycle and you're starting to build a new one. Take care of yourself and take care of each other. Love always. Always love, Aries. Bye.